It was 1:20 a.m. in late September 2019, a time when most of Kenosha was asleep and the roads leading north toward Racine were eerily quiet. CM, a local commuter, was driving home along the familiar Route 31, known as South Green Bay Road, when he noticed something strange near the shoulder. At first, he thought it was a shadow cast by a fallen tree or perhaps a deer hit by a car. But as his headlights cut through the darkness, the shape moved, or rather, revealed itself. Standing tall near the Root River Overpass, the creature was humanoid, but like nothing CM had ever seen. The body was slender, almost skeletal, and the head seemed slightly smaller than what one would expect for a 6-foot frame. But the most chilling feature wasn't the size, it was the wings. Bat-like, leathery wings hugged its back until a sudden motion unfurled them in a dramatic, almost theatrical display, propelling the figure into the night sky. CM later described the wings as enormous, far larger than his own body, with the texture and movement of something ancient, something that didn't belong to this world. Even at first glance, there was a terrifying intelligence in the creature's eyes, which glowed with a faint reddish hue as the headlights hit them. The whole scene lasted barely a few seconds, but the impact left CM frozen, heart racing, mind struggling to make sense of what he had just witnessed. And if that wasn't enough, he noticed a car farther up the road slam on its brakes precisely when the creature rose. It was a moment of unnerving synchronicity, suggesting that he was not the only one who had seen this enigmatic winged humanoid. CM's account paints a vivid and unsettling image. He described the humanoid as towering at roughly 6 feet tall, with a thin, almost emaciated frame that contrasted sharply with the vast wingspan stretching from its back. The wings themselves appeared leathery, with a texture resembling that of a bat, yet they had a graceful fluidity as they unfolded to launch the creature skyward. Its head, though comparatively small, contained eyes that glowed with an eerie reddish tint, so intense that CM recalls being captivated by them, almost unable to look away. The skin or outer covering of the creature was so dark that it seemed to absorb the headlights, creating a silhouette that seemed otherworldly. CM speculated that it may have been feeding on roadkill, observing that its posture and low stance suggested scavenging behavior before the sudden flight. The creature's movement was both deliberate and agile. It did not flail like an animal, but seemed capable of controlled flight, ascending rapidly above the Root River Overpass. Intriguingly, the surrounding environment added a layer of mystery. This stretch of road had been undergoing significant construction over the past year. Could the disruption of familiar spaces, bridges, overpasses, embankments have drawn the creature into the open? The idea is not without precedent. Other winged humanoid sightings in Wisconsin and the greater Chicagoland corridor often occur near rivers, overpasses, and areas of recent human activity. The combination of scavenging behavior, sudden flight, and precise timing suggests a creature that is both opportunistic and intelligent, far beyond what a simple cryptid or misidentified animal might explain. CM's detailed recollection is compelling because it is precise, devoid of exaggeration, and filled with environmental context, lending credibility to this extraordinary encounter.
What makes this sighting particularly compelling is how closely it aligns with a growing series of winged humanoid encounters documented in southeastern Wisconsin and northeastern Illinois between 2017 and 2021. Reports consistently describe late-night or early morning appearances, proximity to rivers, highways, or overpasses, a thin or skeletal body, bat-like wings, and glowing reddish eyes when illuminated by headlights. In CM's case, the independent braking of another vehicle adds a critical layer of corroboration, suggesting the phenomenon was visible to more than one witness at the exact moment. Patterns like this cannot be dismissed as hallucinations or coincidence alone. Furthermore, many sightings note scavenging behaviors or interactions with roadkill, hinting at a possible survival strategy or opportunistic feeding habit. Infrastructure disruptions, such as ongoing construction at the Root River Overpass, appear repeatedly in regional reports, suggesting that these creatures may exploit or be drawn to altered environments. The eerie regularity of these sightings across a multi-year span indicates a phenomenon that is not only persistent but also sophisticated in its behavior. Cryptozoologists, ultra-terrestrial researchers, and local investigators have begun to study these patterns closely, attempting to identify consistencies that might hint at a biological or otherworldly explanation. Some theorists propose the creature is an interdimensional entity that uses transitional spaces, river crossings, bridges, roads, as temporary corridors, while others consider it a previously undiscovered species adapted to nocturnal survival. In either case, CM's encounter fits the profile perfectly, placing his experience within a broader, mysterious tapestry of sightings that continue to baffle observers and experts alike. CM's recounting of the event conveys a remarkable balance of fear and composure. Unlike many eyewitness reports that spiral into embellishment under stress, his narrative remains grounded, emphasizing physical details and environmental observations rather than dramatization. He recalls feeling his heart race and adrenaline spike, yet he focused on taking in every aspect of the creature, the shape, movement, and the way it interacted with its surroundings. This combination of acute observation and emotional intensity makes the sighting particularly compelling from a psychological standpoint. Witnesses often describe a surreal quality to encounters with winged humanoids, a moment where the ordinary world seems to pause, time dilates, and reality feels negotiable. CM experienced this firsthand. The fleeting seconds during which the creature ascended were marked by a strange silence, broken only by the faint sounds of night and the echo of brakes from the other vehicle. Such experiences leave lasting impressions, often altering the way witnesses perceive their environment long afterward. Moreover, the encounter raises deeper questions about human perception and instinct. How do we process beings that defy conventional biology? What triggers our fight-or-flight responses when confronted with the impossible? CM's detailed, rational observation suggests that while fear was immediate, curiosity and attention to detail prevailed, an unusual but critical reaction that allowed for a clear and credible report. For audiences watching a YouTube documentary, this balance between horror and analytical observation heightens engagement, creating tension while maintaining a sense of credibility. The story is not just about a frightening figure in the night, it's about the human mind confronting the inexplicable. As with all winged humanoid sightings, the origin and nature of CM's encounter remain shrouded in mystery. Hypotheses range widely, from cryptozoological explanations suggesting an undiscovered nocturnal species to ultra-terrestrial theories positing interdimensional entities that temporarily cross into our reality. Some researchers speculate that environmental disruptions, such as construction or roadwork, may inadvertently draw these beings to exposed areas. The repeated appearance near bridges and river crossings hints at a possible pattern. Liminal spaces may function as corridors, intersections, or hunting grounds for entities not fully understood by science. While skeptics argue for misidentification of birds, bats, or other nocturnal animals, the combination of humanoid structure, wingspan, glowing eyes, and coordinated flight observed by CM challenges conventional explanations. For YouTube audiences, this creates an irresistible narrative, a blend of science, folklore, and suspense that leaves viewers questioning the limits of reality. The Root River Overpass sighting remains one of the more detailed and credible reports in the region, a snapshot of a phenomenon that continues to fascinate and terrify. Whether one interprets it as an unknown species, an ultra-terrestrial visitor, or a psychological anomaly, the encounter underscores a simple truth. There are things in our world, sometimes just beyond the headlights, that defy understanding. Stories like CM's remind us that even familiar roads, traveled every day, can hold secrets lurking in the darkness, waiting for a witness brave enough or unlucky enough to see them.